Hello everyone, good evening. So today we are going to start with the UGC NET Home Science MCQs questions related to human development. So in this, we'll see the questions which are likely to be asked in the coming exam. This is a preparation class for you all to check how much you have prepared. So let's begin. The question number one is, who is considered the founder of psychoanalysis? Option A, Carl Jung, B, Sigmund Freud, C, Alfred Adler, D, Eric Erikson. So let's see the options one by one. So the first one is Carl Jung. So as you all know, Carl Jung is a neo Freudian. He worked with Freud. So he was the Swiss psychiatrist. He developed the very interesting theory, which is analytical psychology, in which he states that theory of mind that emphasizes the importance of wholeness of each individual. Like he says that every individual have a different perspective, so it can vary from individual to individual. Then he emphasized on the unconscious and archetype. So the second option was Sigmund Freud. He was a he's also known as a father of modern psychology. He was born in 1856. He has given many important theories like psychoanalysis, psychosexual development theory. Then we have defense mechanism. Then he also introduced the psychotherapy as in the dream analysis, or we say word association, like free word association, and many other important parts of the psychology. And he considered the he actually explained the development of a human. So he's also famous for his influence as well as the controversial thinking in the 20th century. The C option was Alfred Adler. He was also a neo-Freudian. He introduced the concept of inferiority, where inferiority is the feeling of inadequacy or the insecurity. He told that how we all have some sort of an inferiority complex and how it can impact us. He emphasized on social influence on the personality. Okay. The last option was Eric Erikson. He was also the neo-Freudian. He was a developmental psychologist, and his popular theory is psychosocial developmental theory, in which he has given 8 stages from birth to the old age. Okay. So again, the question is, who is considered the founder of psychoanalysis? The given options are Carl Jung, Sigmund Freud, Alfred Adler, and Eric Erikson. So now you know the correct answer will be option number B, that is Sigmund Freud. The next question is, according to Freud, which part of the mind operates on the pleasure principle? The given options are A, it, B, ego, C, superego, and the D is unconscious. Let's understand the options given. So the Freud's theory of personality says the 3 very important parts, that is id, ego, and superego, where it is our instant desires. It should be like instant desire. It should be fulfilled at that time when it is arised. So that is linked with the pleasure, like pleasure, desires, our hidden memories, our drives. That is our id. Then we have ego. Ego is the rational conscious, okay, our rational mind. It is also said that ego is a bridge between the id and its desire and the superego's morality, okay. So ego works as a bridge, or you can say as a mediator. Then we have superego. Superego is our internalized moral values, our social standards, and our moral values. So that is links to values and beliefs of an individual and the society's norm, and on what basis we judge the situation, or we judge the morality. So we have understood the sphere like id, ego, superego. So again, according to Freud, which part of the mind operates with the pleasure principle? So now you know the correct answer. Our answer will be id. Okay. Moving forward, the Freudian theory, which is structured of the mind, act as a mediator between the id and the superego. So in the last slide also I have explained you. So the options are A, id, B, ego, C, superego, and D is conscious mind. So let's move forward. So you know, I have explained in the last slide also, the mediator always is ego. Ego is the mediator between id and superego. It balances the desires of id and morality of superego. It's give them medium way, okay? Balance. Next, question is Freud's concept of the unconscious mind primarily includes option A, thoughts and memories that are easily accessible. B, deeply hidden memories and desires. C, logical and rational thoughts. D, socially accepted behaviors. So here we are talking about unconscious mind. Keep that in your mind. Okay. Let's understand the options. So when we talk about the conscious part of the brain, so the conscious, pre-conscious, or you can say subconscious and unconscious is a part of Freud's iceberg theory, the iceberg structure he gave, the very famous work of his, through which he explained our brain's structure. So when we talk about conscious, it is a surface part of the iceberg where our thoughts and perceptions are there, the things which we remember. Like this is my name, this is my parents' name, these are my beliefs. So that's a conscious level, which we don't need to recall. We know this is what it is. Then we have our pre-conscious, or you can say subconscious, which is our memory stored knowledge, which means that the factors or the things which we have in our mind and which is not in the conscious level, like it is not like we are just instantly remember those things, but if we want to, we'll put some pressure and we'll think about it, we can remember that. Okay, that is a memory stored knowledge. So if you want to remember something, you can like think quietly and you'll try to recall everything and you'll remember. That's our subconscious. Then there is unconscious, which is our instincts, fear. That is something that is hidden very deeply, like at the end of the iceberg, this under the sea. You cannot see it. It is a hidden thought. You don't know how deep it could be. So coming back to our question, Freud's concept of the unconscious mind primarily includes A, thoughts and memories that are easily accessible. B, deeply hidden memories and desires. C, logical and rational thoughts. D, socially accepted behaviors. So after understanding the question, we know the correct answer will be B, deeply hidden memories and desires. Next question. Which stage of psychosexual development is characterized by the focus of sucking and biting? Option A is oral stage, B, anal stage, C, phallic stage, D, latency stage. Let's understand these stages, which were given by Sigmund Freud. So the stage 1 is oral, which is from 0 to 1, where the focus is on oral activities such as sucking and tasting. Okay, and it has a fixation that can be ended as an addiction or to smoking and eating. The anal is from age 1 to 3, which is focused on the controlling of our bladder, like we also say toilet training phase, where the fixation can be anal retentive or anal expulsive. Then we have phallic, which is from 3 to 6 years, where focus is on genitals and different between the sexes, like male and female. The fixation can be envy, passivity, or confused identity. They cannot identify, like, okay. Then we have latent, which is from 6 to puberty, where the main focus is on the peer relationship and the gender roles. They want to socialize with others and everything. And their fixation can be, they may have a they may not develop social skills or may not have confidence to talk to others. Then we have last stage, which is genital, which is from puberty to adulthood. Here sexual desires and urges directed towards the others, like opposite genders. So the transfer in this fixation can be transferred from the above four stages, like any one of the fixation can arise. Coming back to our question, which stages of psychosexual development is characterized by the focus of sucking and biting? The options were oral stage, anal stage, phallic stage, and latency stage. So anyone want to answer which option will be correct? You can tell me in the comments. Yes, so the correct answer will be A, oral stage. Moving forward to our next question, which is the Oedipus complex occurs during which stage in psychosexual development? Okay, the options are A, oral stage, B, anal stage, C, phallic stage, D, genital stage. So let's understand actually what is Oedipus complex. So the Oedipus complex is in boys, which occurs in phallic stage, which is around the age of 3 to 6 years. Here they have desire for their mothers, like they are very affection for their mother. They feel competition with their father for the mother's attention and affection. And he also have a fear, like he has a fear or anxiety where he thinks that he has a rivalry with his father, and if his father will know this, he might get punished. Okay, the resolution for this can be when the boy identifies with his father and internalized social norms, values, forming his superego. Superego usually developed after the age of 7. Okay, so like it starts from the 7. Okay, 7 years. So this is what Oedipus complex is. So after understanding the question, we know that Oedipus complex occurs in phallic stage. So the correct answer is C. The next question is, during which psychosexual stage does the child experience repressed sexual feelings? A, oral stage, B, anal stage, C, phallic stage, and D, latency stage. Here, the child's experiences repressed, like sexual feelings are repressed. So the characteristics of latency stage are, as we all know, in oral stage, the fixation is the focus is on sucking. In anal, it is toilet training. Then we come to the then we come to the phallic stage, which is the sexual desires towards the opposite sex pairing, like boy child will be attached towards the mother and girl child will be attached towards the father. Then we have latency where the feelings are repressed. And the last stage is genital where the feelings again they arises but out of the family, like in the they will that will be the puberty phase, girlfriend, boyfriend and everything. So here are the characteristics of latency stage. Here sexual feelings are actually repressed. They focus on social and intellectual development, like they are engaging with others, making friends and everything. They have same-sex friends, create group activities, learn many cognitive skills, like they are growing up, they are understanding the world now, and they also form moral values. They see the right and wrong with their eyes. So the correct answer will be D, that is our latency stage. Okay, here the sexual feelings are repressed. Moving forward to the next question. which is the final stage of Freud's psychosexual development theory, where mature sexual interest develop, is called the mature sexual interest. That's the key words. The A is oral stage, B is phallic stage, C is genital stage, and D is latency stage. Do let me know your answer in the comment if you know the correct answer. So the characteristics of a genital stage, here the mature sexual desires and interests will develop. They'll shift it from their focus will be shift in the forming the intimate relationship with others like opposite genders. They will have interest in love, career, family life, emerging and everything. They'll balance between the individual need and social norms. They'll understand like there will be a balancing between our own needs and the norms that society has created. Then here the psychological development will be completed according to Sigmund Freud and integrate to the earlier stages. Like they'll be all happy in this stage. So the correct answer will be C, that is genital stage. Okay. Next, Freud's notion for penis envy is centered to the Electra complex. This concept has been widely criticized for option A, overly emphasizing the role of sexuality in female development, B, ignoring the influence of the father in a girl's development, C, misunderstanding the dynamics of early childhood trauma, D, failing to account the culture variations in gender roles. So let's understand each options one by one. So the A options say that it criticized the urge that Freud's concept overemphasized sexual development and neglects the other aspects of female development. Okay, the B option says that Freud ignored the role of father, but actually he did not ignore the role of father. He believed that father was the central to the development of the Electra complex. Like the father was the center of the complex. The C is the criticism is he has not emphasized in the role of not emphasized about the childhood trauma. That was the C point. So this criticism is more related to Freud's theory of psychosexual development. It is not actually related to Electra complex. Then while we are talking about the cultural perspective of the concept, so obviously, yeah, it was not valid at that time. Like their cultural values were not actually keeping in the mind while giving the Electra complex. But the correct answer will be option number A, that is overemphasizing the role of sexuality in female development. If you talk about the Freud theory, he is actually talking about the how our development revolve around our sexual drives, like libido. He has given the term libido. Okay, so yeah, he has overemphasized on that. Next question is, in the context of the Oedipus complex, Freud suggested that the boy experiences castration anxiety, which primarily results from A, fear of physical harm from the father as punishment for his desires, B, a deep-seated fear of losing his mother's love, C, a symbolic fear of losing his autonomy, D, an unconscious fear of becoming like his father. Okay, let's explore the options. So here the term castration anxiety is given. Okay, that's the Freudian concept of psychoanalysis theory, where the castration, the term castration means removing of the genitals, like the genitals will be removed. That is the anxiety of a boy. That fear is related to the experience of like, yeah, if my father will know that I have such kind of a desires for my mother and I feel envy of my father, he may cut my genitals. That's the castration anxiety. They are very conscious about that. And the castration anxiety is the part of Oedipus complex. Okay, it's a part of Oedipus complex. Like in the previous question, we have seen penis envy, which is a part of Electra complex. Okay, so like that, castration anxiety is a part of Oedipus complex. So the correct answer will be A, fear of physical harm from the father as a punishment of his desires. Okay. Moving forward, Freud theorized that the unresolved Oedipus complex could manifest in adulthood as option A, excessive guilt and anxiety, particularly in romantic relationships. B, an inability to form relationship with members of opposite sex. C, an overly strong attachment to the same sex pairing. D, persistent feeling of inadequacy and failure. Let's understand. An unresolved Oedipus complex in adulthood can manifest excessive guilt and anxiety, okay, particularly related to the romantic relationship. The individual may have difficulty forming intimate relationship, especially with the opposite sex. Then they may have a very low self-esteem, and they have a strong attachment with others, like they will be dependent on the parents of opposite sex, like boy will be attached or dependent towards their mother for every basic needs, and girls will be attached towards their father for their basic needs to be fulfilled, okay, like for the sense of security as in. Then they may have a conflict with the authority figures, okay. So here, the correct answer will be for the unresolved Oedipus complex. It will be excessive guilt and anxiety, particularly in the romantic relationship. Okay. Moving forward, we'll talk about the defense mechanisms now. Which defense mechanism involves refusing to accept reality, thereby blocking external events from awareness? Option A, repression. B, denial. C, projection. D, sublimation. Let's understand each options one by one. The first one is repression, which is unconsciously pushing threatening thoughts out of our awareness. Okay, we are pushing the thoughts which are just threatening to us. Then there is denial, which is refusing to accept the reality of facts. So effectively blocking awareness of external events. Like we're denying something, like no, this cannot happen to me, something like that. The C option was projection, which is attributing one's unacceptable thoughts or feelings to someone else, projecting it. She is saying she want to eat ice cream, but actually you want to eat ice cream. That's the example of projection. Then the last option was sublimation, which is channeling unacceptable impulses into a socially acceptable activities. As in, if I'm angry and I don't want to talk to anyone, I'll go out for the run. That's the right way to channelize your impulse, your anger. You are doing an activity that will eventually help you. So that is something acceptable activity by society. You are not breaking things in home or showing tantrum. You are just going out and taking a break from it, and you are running. You are doing a healthy thing. That's the sublimation. Coming back to our question, which defense mechanism involves refusing to accept reality, thereby blocking external event from awareness. So the options were repression, denial, projection, sublimation. You have understood each option. Repression is repressing, denial is refusing to accept, projection is projecting on someone else, sublimation is unacceptable behavior. You are showing your anger in a socially acceptable form, and you are going out for the running. That's sublimation. So the correct answer will be, anyone wants to tell the correct answer? Very easy. Yeah, so correct answer will be B, that is denial. Moving towards the next question, which is when a person attributes their unacceptable thoughts or feelings to someone else, they are using the defense mechanism of, I have given you a very nice example. While explaining the options, I guess you people can answer me in the chat. The A is displacement, B is rationalization, C is projection, D is regression. Okay, let's understand the options one by one. Here, displacement is redirecting emotions to a safer target. Okay, not displacing, safer side. Rationalization is creating a logical reasons for irrational behaviors. Like I have done this behavior because of this. And I'm given a logic about it. Then there is projection, which is you are projecting your unacceptable thoughts to the other person. Okay, I want to, she wants to eat ice cream, but actually you want to eat ice cream. Then regression is reverting to childlike behavior under stress. What happens? The nicest example I can give you is about regression is when you experience some kind of a fear in your childhood, you used to suck your thumbs. Okay. Now, when you experience that kind of a fear or anxiety, adulthood, you start biting your nails. That's the regression. You're going back to the childish behavior, childlike behavior. You just gratify yourself by biting your nails. You cannot suck your thumb, so you're biting your nails. That's our regression. So moving forward towards the question, which was when a person attributes their unacceptable thoughts or feelings to someone else, which kind of a defense mechanism they are using? Displacement, rationalization, projection, or regression. So, you know, the correct answer will be C, projection. Okay? You are projecting your thoughts towards someone else. Moving towards the next question. Which defense mechanism involves redirecting emotions or feelings to a safer or more acceptable target? This also I have explained in the last slide. A is repression, B is displacement, C is sublimation, and D is rational formation. Please don't get confused between repression and regression. These two are very different things. Let's understand each options one by one. So we know repression is unconsciously pushing thoughts out of your awareness. Then we have displacement is redirecting emotions or feelings to the safer or more acceptable target, like someone who will accept the things. Like your boss has been hard on you. You didn't have a good day in the office. Now you are coming back to home and you are you're just arguing with your kids. So that's your displacement. You're just displacing your emotions to the safer target. You know that he cannot speak to you or he cannot say anything to you. So you are just showing your anger towards your children or your wife. Then we have a C, that is a sublimation, which is channeling unacceptable impulses into a socially acceptable activities. I have given you a nicest example. You are angry, you will go for running. That's the unacceptable thing is anger, and you are doing it in a acceptable activity. Reaction formation is converting unwanted or dangerous thoughts or feelings into their opposite. Like you are just converting your unwanted thoughts in the opposite way. Opposite way as in, yeah, okay. If I don't like someone in my office, I'll go and talk to her in a very sweet manner. You know, I love you, baby. You are very nice, something like that. I'll create a friendly relationship with that girl. And like, no, I like you, but deep down, I just hate her. That's regression formation. That is very wrong. We should never do that, but that's a regression formation. That is the example I can think of. Okay. So coming back to the question, which was redirecting emotions or feelings to a safer or more acceptable target. The options were repression, displacement, sublimation, and last one was reaction formation. I'm sorry. Okay, so the correct answer will be B, displacement. Next, sublimation is considered a healthy defense mechanism because it involves A, blocking out painful memories, B, channeling unacceptable impulses into socially acceptable activities, C, denying the denying the existing of problems. Then D is reverting to the childlike behavior. Now, if you have understood everything in the defense mechanism, you know each option is targeting towards which defense mechanism. At least I accept this from you people. Now you know what we are talking about. Blocking out painful memories will be repression. Channeling unacceptable, that I'll tell you, that's actually sublimation. The C, denying is denial, and reverting to the childlike behavior, that is our regression. Moving forward, let's see the characteristics of sublimation defense mechanism. So it says that we channelize our unacceptable impulses into a socially acceptable activities. We transform harmful desire into a positive or constructive action. We consider mature and healthy defense mechanism. This is sublimation is very healthy. You are actually working on yourself. It helps in achieving personal growth and creativity. It reduces the tension by converting our emotional energy into a productive outlet. Okay. Whenever I feel like angry or I don't feel good, I go and cook. I like cooking. Like I'll go and cook something. I'll cook something for myself. I'll cook a meal or something, anything. That's how I channelize my energy towards the productive outlet. Okay. So here, the correct answer will be B, channeling unacceptable impulses into a socially acceptable activities. Okay. I hope you have understood. If there is any doubt, do let me know. Moving towards the next question, which is repression is a defense mechanism when an individual A, consciously forgets about painful experiences, B, unconsciously pushes threatening thoughts out of awareness, C, actively denies the existence of problems, D, redirect emotions to the safer target. Now you know what is the repression. Let's understand its characteristics. Repression is an unconsciously blocking out distressing thoughts from our awareness. Then we keep a threatening or painful experience out of our conscious mind. It can lead to gap in our memories or difficulty in recalling certain events, like we just ignore the thoughts. It aims to protect the individual from emotional pain or anxiety. That's the aim of repression, to ignore the situation. So the correct answer will be for this. Repression is a defense mechanism. Consciously forgetting about painful experience? No. Unconsciously pushing threatening thoughts out of our awareness. So option number B is our correct answer. Next question. Which neo-Freudian theorist emphasized the importance of social relationships and the concept of inferiority complex? In the first four slides, I've explained this inferiority complex. So there is no explanation for this. Now you have to tell me the answer. The option is A. Carl Jung, B. Alfred Adler, C. Karen Horney, D. Eric Erikson. So the correct answer will be for inferiority complex is associated with which psychologist? It will be B, that is Alfred Adler. Adler gave the concept of inferiority complex. Next question. Carl Jung introduced the concept of collective unconscious, which includes A, personal experience unique to each individual, B, universal symbols and archetypes shared by all humans, C, repressed childhood memories, D, learned behaviors and attitudes. So this is also I have explained you in those four slides only, first four slides. It is the easy one. So there is no explanation for this one because I have already explained this. Tell me the correct answer. The correct answer will be B. Universally, symbols and archetypes shared by all the humans. Next question. Karen Horney criticized Freud's view on women and introduced the concept of A. Basic anxiety, B. Libido, D. Death instincts, and D. Electrocomics. So let's see the options. Basic anxiety. Okay, the basic anxiety was given by Karen Horney. She was also a neo-Freudian. So the basic anxiety is a feeling of insecurity that arises in early in our childhood. Okay, here child perceive that they are unloved or undervalued. They think like I'm not loved by their parents or they don't value me. I am nothing to them and I have to do something so that they can love me. So that's our anxiety. This developed in very early in the childhood. So this was the counterpart of Karen Horney for Penny Sengi, actually. Okay. A libido is a concept, a term which was given by Freud in the psychoanalysis theory, which means energy created by survival and sexual instincts. So, according to Freud, it is a part of it, and it is the driving force of all our behaviors. So, the libido. Next, eros and than, than, Thanos. Eros is a life instinct, whereas Thanos is a death instinct. Just remember that that instinct was also given by Sigmund Freud only. Okay. Then last option was electrocomplex, which was the counterpart of Oedipus complex. And electrocomplex was given by Carl Jung. Here, the electrocomplex means girls have feeling of desire for her father and feel rivalry with their mothers. Okay. So coming back to our question, Karen Hornby criticized Freud's view on women and introduced the concept of A. Basic anxiety, B. Libido, C. Death instincts, D. Electrocomplex. So we know the answer. The correct answer will be A. That is basic anxiety. Next question. Which of the following is the highest level of Maslow's hierarchy of needs? A. Safety needs. B. Esteem needs. C. Love and belongingness needs. And D is self-actualization. So here they are asking about highest level of hierarchy. So the highest level is self-actualization, where we talk about finding fulfillment, realizing your potential, personal growth, peak experiences. And we have a thought like what a man can be, he must be like a higher thoughts. Everything is achieved, physiological need is achieved, love and belongingness you have, and you have esteem need, you have safety. You're at self-actualization. Like everything is okay. We should do great. We should help others. This is something which we call highest in the Maslow's hierarchy. So the answer will be D, self-actualization. Moving towards the next question, which is in Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which need must be satisfied first? Okay, the options are A, physiological needs, B, esteem needs, C, safety needs, D, love and belonging needs. Okay, the first thing, lowest in the pyramid, that will be our physiological needs like food, water, air, sleep. Okay, that's a basic need, basic things you need. Okay, so the correct answer will be A, physiological needs. Moving towards the next question. According to Maslow, esteem needs involve A, basic survival requirement like food and water, B, the need for safety and security, C, the desire for self-respect and recognition from others, D, the drive for personal growth and self-fulfillment. Okay, so esteem, here he's talking, the question is saying esteem needs involve, it involves mastery, dominance, respect, achievement. You have something, like you've done something. That's your esteem. Talking here, independence. You have status. People should understand who you are. That kind of a thing is obviously it's the option number C, the desire for self-respect. People should recognize me. Like I am something, I have done something great. That kind of a concept is there in esteem. So this is it for today. We wish you all the best for the exam. I know you people have studied really hard and just trust yourself. You can do it. You know everything. You have learned everything. Don't get demotivated with small challenges. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll come again tomorrow with these interesting MCQs of human development. Stay connected and good night.